welcome back to my channel. So I actually had started filming on my camera right here, but this camera is pissing me off. But basically I had started doing a get ready with me type video, just to talk about what's going on with the whole coronavirus thing, how it's impacting the strip clubs, along with like a life update, how it's kind of been impacting me. Before I start this video, I do want to give a huge shout out to Astro Clothing on Insta. They're Astro Clothing _ I believe. I'll link them down below in the description box, as well as I will drop their Insta right here. They sent me a super dope shirt, hecka cute, about to wear it with my 11s that match. Let me pull my shirts down. The back of it, super cute. Oh, girl, what you gonna do with all that ass? Anyways, so yeah, this is the back of it. Are you showing off your shirt, Andre? Say what's up, everybody. And then this is the front. Hecka cute. This is a size small. But yeah, support your local businesses always. He ships, so if y'all are interested, his merch is super dope. I will see. Say hi. High five. Yeah, pound it. Teach me how to doggy, teach me how to doggy, teach me how to doggy, teach me how to doggy. Everybody love me, everybody love me, everybody love me. You ain't my doggy. Where is your cars? Alright, so let's get right into this. So, basically, I was working at SF at a club, stopped working at SF at a club. That's where my last vlog was at, in SF, in the city. And then I stopped. I had a friend who auditioned at a club in San Francisco, and it was a club that I had never been to. I had considered it when I first started dancing, but I was told by other dancers that if you were not a pole master or like really experienced, that they don't hire you, that they put you on day shift, or they just don't hire you at all. So to save my self-esteem, I just never went in because I did not want to have another rejection situation. So I just never went in, and then she hit me up the other day, you know, said that she went into that club, they hired her on the spot, didn't even have her go on stage and do a stage set. So I was like, bet. So I was gonna go in that night. This was this was 2 weeks ago. Was gonna go in that night, didn't, something came up. I went in the following Monday. So the following Monday I go in, and as soon as I pull up, I drove all the way to the city. I pull up, it's a Monday, so I already figured it's gonna be slow, but I was like, you know, it's a good day to audition and then feel the club out basically. So I go down, manager's waiting right there by the cashier. Cashier's super pretty, she's super cool. And I start chit-chatting up with him. He's asking me, you know, where I worked before, and I'm telling him like all the places I worked and how long I was there and all that, and you know how I moved to Sacramento and like the commute was such a pain in the butt. And he's telling me how like he actually lives out here in like the more Northern California area. And so I'm like, oh cool, so we're chatting up, and he's telling me basically that, you know, he would love to put me on an audition that night, but you know, he doesn't really want to put any more girls on because it has been so slow because of the coronavirus scare. And at that point, it was kind of just like a scare because nobody had put out, Governor Gavin Newsom had not put out the stay-at-home order. So it was really just more of like the scare. People were just starting to be hoarders and go to stores and act like psychopaths. So he's telling me not many guys have been going in, not many parties have been coming. It's just super dead. But he's like, I would really love to hire you, maybe if you come back in a few weeks. So I tell him like, okay, like, can I leave my number? And then when, you do want to start hiring again, can you give me a call? And I let him know, yeah, you just hired my friend. And he's like, oh, okay. Like, so then we start chit-chatting up again, basically just having regular conversation. And he's like, I really, want to hire you. So come back next Tuesday. Come after 7 p.m. or before 11 p.m. So between 7 and 11 p.m. And, we'll see what we can do. So I'm like, dope. So, and I head out. It's a really nice club inside. I had never been inside before. Manager's dope. I don't think I've ever come across a strip club manager that, like, just chill. Like, he seemed just really chill. So I really liked that. Just all good vibes. Like, I did not get any type of skepticism at all going in there. So basically a couple days, I want to say like 3 days after he told me to come in on Tuesday, San Francisco had a stay-at-home order. And then like another day or two after San Francisco did, then Solano County did. Literally only a matter of a couple days before Sacramento gets, stay-at-home order. But that wasn't really the issue. The issue was like San Francisco to begin with, because I wasn't trying to work in Sacramento anymore. I was trying to work in San Francisco. And the reason for that being is Sacramento is just a whole different vibe when it comes to strip clubs, especially money-wise. The dances are much cheaper. In Sacramento, you're getting like $20, $40 dances. In San Francisco, I'm getting $60, $150 dances. So as you can see, like, that's a huge difference. Hustling 2 guys in Sacramento is equivalent to just hustling 1 guy. Or this bottle is like so empty.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What happened?
Okay.
I was like debating after that to just go back to Sacramento and dance there for the time being. But my issue was like, okay, I'm gonna audition, get hired, and then maybe dance on a weekday, make damn near nothing, most likely, because it's so dead, and then they shut down. And it's kind of doing a lot more so now just because we're considered employees, so it's like new, hiring paperwork. So I just didn't really think it was worth it. I did consider it multiple times, but I was like, no, it's fine, I'll be okay. As many of you know who have me on Instagram, I have an Onlyfans account. What's the matter? You want Wawa? That I started back, I think in like October of last year, the end of 2019. And it's a great extra source of income. I see a lot of men, especially, and some other women bashing on it. One, it's not just nudes or pornography or whatever you want to call it. 2, it's a great side hustle. But with that being said, in January and February, I was doing really good money-wise. So I felt like I slacked off completely. Do you want mass? Get some mass? I feel like I slacked off completely on OnlyFans. And so now it's funny because I had just considered deleting it. That I was just like, okay, I kind of feel bad because I have these subscribers that like aren't even really, I'm not putting out too much new content. I had like over 20 subscribers, which doesn't seem like a lot maybe to some people, because there's like the 0.1% girls or the top 5% that have like probably thousands or hundreds of subscribers. I had over 20, but do the math. My subscription price a month is $25, so 25 times around 20, and they're reoccurring every month. So, and that's just the starting basically amount that I'm getting. That's not including, my pay-per-view messages, tips that I'm getting, stuff like that. Or when I do promotions, for half off, then I'm getting a few extra subscribers, yada yada. So I basically slacked off really bad. January, February, was gonna delete it, and then decided when the whole corona thing started happening, okay, like if I can't be in the club hustling, then I might as well get this OnlyFans popping again. So I've been kind of trying to do that. Anytime anybody like asks me like, oh, do you recommend it? Yeah, I recommend it. If you want, I saw someone joke talking about, oh, I'm gonna make an OnlyFans and post my raps on there. Do it. Who's stopping you? I do have an OnlyFans referral link. I'm always willing to give advice about that, just like amongst other things. So if you have questions about OnlyFans, let me know. I will put my referral link down below. Oh, I look like an egghead though, not gonna lie. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. So moving forward, if you guys have me on Instagram, you did see that someone asked me yesterday, yeah, if I planned on doing a dancing tour. I would love to. Like, I think that would be so dope. I did have a trip planned to Seattle, April 3rd to the 6th. I was supposed to be flying out there with a really good friend of mine and my son. We were gonna just do a bunch of things, and you know, I had debated on going to a club out there for, you know, like maybe 1 or 2 of the nights that I'm out there, and just vlogging it. I think that would have been really dope. But Seattle was a hot spot for the coronavirus, and so I canceled our flights, canceled the hotel. I'm actually still trying to get a hold of Delta because every time I call it says that their line is busy and then it hangs up on me. So I'm still trying to get a hold of them to get a refund on our flight. And I do still want to go. It's not a matter of fact like, oh, I don't want to go to Seattle anymore. I want to go once everything's blown over and like, you know, everything's all good and handy dandy again. And when everything's good, I'll plan a trip to Seattle. But I definitely want to go to Seattle. I want to go to New York. I want to go to Hawaii. I want to go to maybe like Chicago or Texas. You definitely want to travel, and you know, while I'm like traveling, definitely go out and try new clubs. The thing that I did see about Seattle though was that there's a licensing fee. I believe it's like $300 or $350. So I don't know, I feel like I didn't know that at first when booking the trip until way after, until like recently. And I feel like if I would have known that, I would have wanted to stay. Where is my eyelash glue? I would have wanted to stay out there a little longer because I feel like paying $350 only to like dance for a night or two, I'm not sure that it'd be really worth it unless I was to make over like a band. Then, you know, I would come out with like a good profit. We will see. I don't know where my glue went though. He like likes to grab my makeup and put it in other drawers and stuff. And then I go on a little scavenger hunt looking for it. Huh, Andre? Huh? Don't say hi, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah you do. Yeah, you do. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. Huh, don't act like you don't know. Yeah, don't act like you don't know. You'd be hiding my makeup. This club, it's, you know, a lot more chill, laid back, lenient. Manager's super dope. So I'm hoping that once this is all over and I can get hired there, that I can start putting out a lot of content. But for now, while this whole Corona thing is going on, let me know what y'all want to see. Ta-da! Ta-da! Hit that vocal, baby. Ta-da! You're not gonna hit it now? No. Rude. Okay. Hit it. Okay, so I don't know what I'm about to do with my hair. My braids are like messy. And so I think what I should do is I should undo the braid up to like here and then put a rubber band and just let it wave. Maybe, cause look, it's like the hair is all out. But I don't know cause it's so, okay, let's just try this. Okay, so I gave up and cut the little ones cause I can't get my fingers up in there. So, okay, so it just took me about like, I want to say like 25 minutes to take them out. I have all of the hair. There's still some in there. There's a couple feet in still in, but I don't think it looks bad. What do y'all think? What do you think, Andre? Does mommy look pretty? Does mommy look pretty? I don't look pretty? You don't think your mommy's pretty? You don't think your mommy's pretty? Can I have a beso? Alright, well, that's basically that. I hope everybody stays safe out there. Stop being little dirty hamsters.
Dirty little hamster?
And yeah, stay safe. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe if you dislike. What do we say if you dislike, Andre? If you dislike,